All right, everyone. Well, welcome to our call tonight. We are so happy to have you here. My name is Brooke Hemingway. I am a 42-year-old mom of 6 crazy kids. I had 4 boys, and then I just kept going. I don't know, maybe I thought I needed some girls in the mix. So I also have 2 little girls, ages 3 and 5. You know, life is a roller coaster, and going through the experience of getting older, having children, working in the ICU as a nurse, all the stresses that come along with life, I found myself about 5 years ago really, really struggling. And so tonight you're going to have an opportunity to take a sneak peek at something we've all found and thousands of other people have found that has helped them in so many different ways, whether it is giving them the energy to get through their day, fixing their gut issues, making their skin look better and more vibrant, helping them to get their pizzazz or their mood or their energy back. I think all of us could use a little bit more of that, especially right now in the world and right now in our lives. And my story is not really that uncommon. So many other people have a similar story to me. And so I'll just give you a little sneak peek into what my life looked like. Honestly, I had a great life. I used to work as an ICU nurse. My husband is a physician, and we have these 6 amazing kids. And while they are amazing, I was totally exhausted. I was tanked. Every single morning when I woke up, I had a headache. I struggled to go to sleep at night. Like I could not fall asleep, and I'd climb into bed next to my husband, and I'd have to conveniently elbow him or accidentally kick him so that I could wake him up enough so that he would stop making his little light snore that he made, so that I could maybe have a chance at falling asleep. And I'd fall asleep, and then I'd wake up 2, 3 times at night. And so I was having this disrupted sleep. I was having these headaches in the morning. I would wake up just feeling exhausted. I would then seek the caffeine to give me the energy to get through my day. And I was reaching for 3 or 4 Diet Cokes. Maybe for you that's coffee, maybe it's a Monster, maybe it's a Red Bull. I don't know what it is. For me, my drug of choice was Diet Coke and straight up sugar. I had a candy cabinet in my kitchen, and I had every kind of sweet you could think of. And when my family members would come to my house, they knew they went to the white tall cabinet, the top one, because the kids couldn't reach it. And they know they'd be able to find Hershey's Kisses, Swedish Fish, Chewy Runs, like all the things. And I had to have something sweet all the time. I was honestly addicted to sugar. So I was struggling with those cravings. And one of the worst parts was I was struggling with anxiety. And it was getting more and more crippling as I was getting older. I'd struggled with postpartum blues after a couple of my babies. And at this particular time, my 5th baby was 6 weeks old. And I was like, something has to change. I'm worried that I'm going to fall back into that funk, and I'm going to be in it for a year, or maybe I'm never going to pull out of it. I'm worried that I'm always going to be snapping at my kids, that I'm always going to be yelling at them, that I'm always going to have a short fuse. Can anybody relate to that? I mean, put a yes in the comments or an emoji. Like, have you ever felt like you just had a short fuse and you're like, what is this? I didn't understand that it was anxiety. And so I was anxiety ridden, and I was struggling with my energy, and I was struggling with all these things. Mind you, I was a fit, healthy fitness instructor that everybody looked up to because I looked fine. I looked just fine. And that is what so many of us go through life. We look fine, but our insides are a mess, and our bodies are out of balance. And that's what was wrong with my body. I was out of balance. So decided to start Plexus. And really for me, everything has turned around. Is everything perfect 100% of the time, every day? No. At Plexus, we don't promise to be a magic pill, a quick fix, we're going to fix all your problems, girlfriend. It's like, no, we're going to take your life from whatever you're struggling with, and we're going to take it up like 5, 6, 7, 8 notches to where you really do feel like your best self. So that's a little bit about my health story. We're going to dive a little bit more into some product recommendations, but the basis of what Plexus is all about is root healing, gut health, blood sugar balance, and decreasing inflammation. It's super simple, but from the health perspective and the medical perspective, those are the 3 things you need to tackle. Doesn't matter if your skin's a wreck, your tummy's a wreck, you can't lose weight, you have no energy, you've got autoimmune issues. Those 3 things are what you need to focus on. And so tonight you're going to get to peek at some products that can help you have better looking skin. You're going to also be able to peek at some of our favorite things that really help address gut health and root healing. And the third thing that we're going to talk about is for those of you that maybe want to lose some weight, that want to get your energy back. There is no shame in that. You shouldn't feel ashamed. Maybe you've let yourself go a little bit over the last few months. You've gained some of that COVID-19 weight, or just things have been out of balance. We're going to show you 3 different options in Plexus that you can choose from. But before we get to that, we're going to hear a little bit from 2 sisters. They're not actually sisters, but they're basically sisters. They call each other sister because they were raised together. Janelle and Noelle are sisters, and they're going to share their brief health stories with you guys.
Thank you, Brooke. I'm Janelle. I'm 32 years old, and I'm a mom of 2. So basically, speaking about weight loss, long story short, I needed something to help me jumpstart my weight loss journey that I had been trying to go on for about 6 years now. And it consisted of me dieting, which meant, basically starving myself to right before an event so that I could fit into the outfit I wanted to wear for that event. And then right after, I would fall right back into the bad habits, right? And I always knew that weight loss doesn't equate to beauty, but being overweight, it made me feel horrible. I was lazy, mentally and emotionally unstable. My anxiety and depression was like through the roof. I was insecure, and I had no energy or motivation to keep up with the house or the kids. And before I heard about Plexus, I was listening to this podcast, and the girl said, the most important thing we can give to our children is the gift of a happy, fulfilled mother. And when I heard that, it scared me because I knew I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing everything I could. So right then I decided I needed to do something more and try something new. And then I heard about Plexus. I got on, and I ended up losing 20 pounds in 60 days. And that was on one of the welcome packs I'm sure we're going to go over later, the Renew You Health welcome pack. And it's been a game changer for my energy, for my weight, to be able to keep it off for once. And more importantly, balancing my gut. I've really learned that it's totally helped my mental stability and focus and happiness. And like Brooke said, it's not a magic cure-all pill, but it's really an essential piece to we're all trying to get to that best version of ourselves, and we can't get there without trying our best to heal from the root of everything. And it really starts with our gut health. And as an example of how well you think you know someone, the first person who joined me was my sister Noelle, and I had no idea what she was going through health-wise, but I just decided I wanted to share with her because I wanted her to somehow, better her life through this as I was. So I'd love to hear her story. Noelle?
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher, and we're virtual teaching. So that is always the first thing that I say now. Can you hear me and can you see me? Yeah, so my sister introduced this whole Plexus thing to me. And at first, she was like, do this with me. I'm like, well, what is it? And she was like, it's this gut health thing and weight loss thing. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty tiny. I eat really well. I don't need to address my gut. I don't think I need to lose any more weight, because if I lost any more weight, well, then I would be like 10 pounds. So then she kind of dropped skincare, and I was like, oh, skincare. I love skincare. So then I started on that. And the pack that I got, there was something in it called this pink drink. We call it the pink drink. And I actually didn't realize that I had any health issues. I was going through insomnia at the time. I couldn't, my stomach was just like all over the place. But because I thought I was healthy, because of my, I'm already tiny, I already eat well, I only drink water. I didn't think there were any health issues that needed to be addressed. And this pink drink, I know we're not supposed to say it's magic, but it was magic for me. It really was magic for me. And so I actually got my other half on it, and his pack had a lot of the gut health products. And so I kind of got intrigued. And as I was learning, and as I'm watching him go through his journey, I think it was like less than a full month. He lost 28 pounds. And so it just really inspired me. So I switched from the skincare over to the gut health. And oh my goodness, I just cannot stop raving about it. I swear, everyone should be on it. Your mom, your uncle, your brother, your husband, your kids, everybody. It's just something that I have become really, really, really extremely passionate about. It addresses so much more than just your gut and your weight. It's your skin, it's your mood, it's your energy, it's your mental clarity. It's just, again, I know we're not supposed to say it's magic, but this seriously has been such a huge, huge, huge blessing in my life. And I am just getting everybody that I know, all of my family on it. And like I said before I started taking it, I had stomach issues, and doctors had me on probiotics. And my body actually really adjusted to those probiotics really quickly. And so I kind of say that my body kind of became immune to it. Um, and so those probiotics that the doctors got me on, it stopped working. And so with the gut health, when I jumped onto it with the plexus stuff, it's, again, not supposed to say it's magic, but it's magic.
It's okay. You can say it's magic. It's magic. But I love how you shared like a little bit about the skincare, because I remember you telling me a little bit about your story, and your mom is obviously in the world of aesthetics and hair care and beauty. And that was one of the secrets that your grandma taught you, I think, from a young age, was like, if you're going to invest in anything, honey, like make it be your skin. Like you want your skin to look good. And so I just think that that is really an awesome part. And I know it's helped you in so many ways. And I love that from the beginning, Janelle was like, you got to do this with me. She's like, I don't want to do this alone. And I remember that very first message where you put us in a message, and Noelle probably felt like a little bit railroaded, but she came along for the ride, and it's totally changed her life. So we're going to talk for a minute about what you would even start with if you're taking Plexus. Like, what would be something good for you to get started on based on what your goals are. And while I talk about some of these packs, Emily's going to share her screen, and she's going to show you some of these packs that we have and some awesome things that are going on this month in Plexus. You know, whether you're interested in skincare, gut health and root healing, or you want to lose some weight and get some energy back, we have a pack that's perfect. And all of our packs are between $40 and $50 off, which is incredible. I wish I had had that discount when I started, but I paid full price. I know Emily also paid full price when she got started, but we're going to sneak peek some of these packs so that you can see what our favorite ones are. Talking about gut health is related to everything. And that Gut Health Advanced pack that Emily is kind of circling around, that's our very first one. Gut health is related to what your skin looks like, what your mood is like, how strong your immune system is, what your digestion is like. If you've got autoimmune problems, your hair is falling out, you can't seem to lose that weight. All of those things are associated with gut health. It's been documented by over 8,000 published clinical studies. And so this pack is really the bomb for gut health. It gives you 2 bags of our pink drink, which is that magical drink that Noelle was talking about, that helps balance your blood sugars and even out the dips and the highs and the lows, and also helps with your mood, your cravings, and your gut health because it has fibers in it. In addition to the drink, you get our gut health products, our ProBio5, our BioCleanse, our Vital Biome. These gut health products help to basically remodel your gut. Basically, most people will go and they'll grab a probiotic off the shelf at the store and they'll be like, well, this will do. And I'm like, well, it'll put the good stuff in, but are we doing anything to pull out the bad weeds? Are we doing anything to take out the bad bacteria? That's the difference in our products, is we address getting rid of the excess bad bacteria and weeding out the bad stuff while putting in the good stuff. And so you get all of that in this pack, plus our incredible vitamin called X Factor Plus. It's an aloe infused vitamin and mineral that's incredible for boosting your immunity, helping with your gut health, your hair, skin, and nails, your energy. It's like incredible. My husband is so impressed by this vitamin. The only thing he doesn't like about the bottle is he can't read it. He's got to move it out a little bit farther because he has 46-year-old eyes, and there's just so much good stuff in this vitamin that the print is really small. So that's the Gut Health Pack. It's 10% off right now. All of these packs are 10% off. And if you decide to get started on one of these packs that we're talking about, by tomorrow night, we're actually offering an additional add-on free product of your choice, anything that's $35 or less. So maybe you want to work on your gut health, but you're also like, I wouldn't mind losing a little bit of my tummy fat. Maybe I'm going to get some Metaburn too. Or I'm really struggling and I want to get off my Red Bull. So how about a bag of Active so that I can get off of my energy drinks, right? So that's gut health. If you are somebody that's wanting to have beautiful skin, you're wanting to really work on that, kind of like Noelle, she was like, yeah, I mean, I'll do some of that gut health stuff, but honestly, I'm really into skin care. We have a pack called the Beauty Advanced Pack. And the Beauty Advanced Pack is a bag of Slim. Thanks, Emily. A bag of Slim, and you can choose the Hunger Control or the Microbiome Slim. You also get that awesome vitamin X Factor Plus and omegas, which most people don't know are so important to having beautiful skin. It also helps decrease inflammation. It's great for your heart, your brain, and your nerves. But in addition to that, you get the Joyum skincare serums, which Noelle was talking about. These are simple, consciously clean, cruelty-free serums that basically you put one on in the morning after you wash your face, you put one on at night after you wash your face, and it is the simplest, easiest system, and you get the bomb results. If you've tried Joyum or collagen, put a comment below in the comments. Tell people the things that you noticed. With this pack, you also get the collagen. Our collagen is incredible. It's very, very bioidentical to human collagen, which is important for absorption reasons. You can go out there and get all different kinds of collagen, but you want it to be like very close to being bioidentical to human collagen. That's going to stimulate your own body to produce more collagen, and collagen gives you that smoother look in your skin. It gives you that more moisturized look, better texture, less saggy. And we're talking about all the skin on the body. We're not just talking about your face, because the second most plentiful thing in your body is collagen. So water first, collagen all. So I love that Joyum Beauty Advanced Pack is also 10% off. Now, if you are someone that's like, man, wait, that's all I can think about. Like, I have gained weight, or I just cannot get this weight off. There is a pack called the Healthy Advanced Pack that is amazing if you're someone struggling with weight. The reason I love the Healthy Weight Advanced Pack is because you do get the basics of the gut health system called the triplex. So you get your Slim, your ProBio 5, your BioCleanse, but you also get 2 bags of lean shakes. And our lean shakes are like several notches above the rest. Like, we don't put artificial sweeteners, colors, flavors. We don't use cheap soy protein. We don't use sucralose. It's all clean ingredients, either grass-fed whey or vegan. You can choose which one you want. And it comes with all the fully methylated vitamins, all that good stuff that you want as nourishment for your body. In addition to the lean shakes, you also get the balance capsules and the metabolism capsules. And these capsules, oh, we've got a little baby. But those capsules are going to help you to manage your carbohydrate cravings, to burn fat, and to help you with your mood as well. I don't know about you guys, but if you have ever struggled with your weight, have you also felt kind of down on yourself? Have you struggled with your mood? Have you just struggled with the motivation to get off the couch and to get moving? I mean, I've had 6 babies. It's been a struggle after each one of those to decide to get up and to do the things. And MetaBurn and Balance are 2 things that could help you to have that motivation, the energy to naturally burn fat through adaptogenic herbs, not crap that makes you feel jacked up and weird. So that pack is also 10% off. If you're looking at these things and you're like, oh my gosh, my budget is just not going to allow for that, we do also have $99 packs. And we're not going to go through all of those today, but our $99 packs are also 10% off, and they give you a great little starter kit to get started on. So whether you're interested in having more beautiful skin, losing some weight, getting some energy, or your gut's a mess and you just really want to feel balanced and healthy from the inside out, there's a pack that will work for you. Thanks for sharing your screen, Emily, on that. We just like to kind of give you a sneak peek of the website and make it visual for you. You know, when I started Plexus 5 years ago, I was that person that like just desperately wanted to crawl out of the hole that I was in. I couldn't really see past myself. I was honestly very much about myself and my struggles and how I was hurting. But when I started on these products and I started to wake up, I started to realize I have something here that could literally help so many people. And I started thinking about all these people that needed what I had. And Emily was one of the first people that got started with me. She trusted me and she's like, I'll start these products with you. And that has since grown into thousands of people starting on the products and the creation of a business that I never intended to do. And so Emily's going to share a little bit about her journey on the products, why she started sharing, and what it actually looks like to have a social selling business.
Hey guys, my name's Emily, and you probably are going to see a toddler or two run in during this as well. I can hear the feet right now.
It's so funny because before she came on, my 3-year-old came toddling in her Frozen dress. She just woke up from her nap and I was like, here we go. All the toddlers are coming out right now.
Mine is naked. I'm trying to get him to get in the bath with the 8-year-old so that he can bathe him and keep him entertained. So I started Plexus when that little 5-year-old that just came running in here, just naked as naked can be, you guys. He was 4 months old. And the only reason why I started Plexus was because I was hoping that I could find something to increase my milk supply. Because we had no money. We were $125,000 in debt, and formula is expensive. And I had planned to feed that baby for a year for free. So at 4 months when my milk supply dried up, I was like, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. We have a problem. And so I thought if I could just use Plexus for 2 months and get my milk supply back, then I could quit and I wouldn't have to buy formula. So to me, it was like a means to an end, right? And I remember thinking for sure it was not going to help me lose weight. I hoped that it wouldn't get rid of my sugar cravings because that sounded awful. And I just decided that I really had nothing to lose and I wanted to try the products to see if it could solve my problem. And you have a problem that you're wondering if Plexus can help you with as well. And I want to tell you, it's going to work for everything because it gets to the root cause of it. So within 2 weeks, my sugar cravings had gone away, and big surprise, I didn't miss it. My hair stopped falling out. My mood issues went away. In fact, I remember coming down the stairs, getting my kids ready for school, and my daughter said, Mommy, you're not mean anymore. And I always say to people, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to laugh or cry about that, but I closed the door and I turned to my husband and I was like, shoot, the Plexus stuff is working, and how are we going to pay for this, right? Because we had all of this debt. And when you have a lot of debt, even groceries feel like a burden. I mean, I was budgeting my bra into my grocery budget. When I would get a crib mattress, like I got a new crib mattress for my 4th baby because the other one was 7 years old and it was just like coming apart. And I put that into my grocery budget, $80, I remember. And so and every mom knows that if you need wiggle room in your budget, it's your food. You can get anything worked out in your food budget, right? And so when it did all of that, I thought, okay, I've got to figure out a way to pay for this, right? Because it had done all these things for me with, my hair being amazing and my skin clearing up and falling asleep in 5 minutes instead of 3 hours, staying asleep all night long, waking up rested instead of still tired, not needing a nap, those sugar cravings going away. I lost 40 pounds, 40, in 18 months. I poop like really, really great. And I am not even ashamed about it because before Plexus, I thought that because I pooped once a day that I was regular. Not true. If your poop is bigger than a hot dog, you are constipated. This is the size of your colon. It should be no bigger than this. That's it. It's just that simple. And now my poop with Plexus, like it's the best feeling ever. Like literally you will not have any other, like it will be your favorite thing that you didn't even know you needed help with. It got rid of my baby's eczema because the probiotics went through my breast milk. My milk supply came back within 8 weeks. I went from having 0.5 ounces on each side, which was totally depleted by the way, up to 2.5 ounces on each side. so I could make 5 ounces for him every 3 hours. So I went from making 1 ounce every 3 hours to 5 ounces every 3 hours. And by the way, when I was only making 1 ounce, I was already drinking 4 liters of water a day. I was already blast nursing my baby all the time. I've breastfed 4 babies. I know everything that you need to do to increase your milk supply. I know how I was eating right. I was drinking right. I wasn't getting enough rest because I couldn't fall asleep. And I was always tired. So when I fixed those things in my health, that's why my milk supply came back. So when it did all of that, I had to tell everybody I knew. I had to start messaging my friends because I knew that they were struggling and it had helped me. And so I started calling my mom, my sister, my best friend. They all joined with me. When you have 3 people join with you, you make $300 right away. It makes your trial period free. But then I kept going. I kept telling my friends, and I made $1,000 my first month. And that's what got me thinking, because I remember thinking, if Sean could just stop working on Saturdays, maybe we would have the life that we dreamed of, right? Because $1,000 a month for us was why he was working on Saturdays. He was working 3 different jobs, 6 days a week, so I could stay at home with our kids. And I thought, if I could just make $1,000 every month, then he could be home on Saturdays. He could only work 5 days a week, and then he could have more time with the family. He could be there to coach basketball. He could be there to make pancakes. He could be there so I could sleep in, right? All the amazing things that make a huge difference in our life. And so within 6 months, I was making $7,000 a month with Plexus. And that's when I finally believed that this was real and it wasn't just going to go away. So I let him quit Saturdays at that point. And then a year after that, we had completely paid off our $125,000 in debt. Because see, when we started making money with Plexus, we didn't change our lifestyle because we knew that true wealth was debt freedom. So we started paying off the student loans, and then we paid off the credit cards, and then we paid off the medical debt. And then at that point, we started actually being able to dream. Because when you're in debt, you can't even dream because you know nothing is possible. You know there's nothing beyond. You know you're not going to have it anyway, so it's too painful to dream. So when we paid off all our debt, we started talking about maybe we could have our dream home. Maybe we could go to Disneyland. Maybe we could fill in the blank of what you would like to do with your family. And so what we did is we ended up saving up, purchasing our dream home. We kept our original home as a residual income rental property. We took our family to Disneyland, and Plexus takes us to Hawaii every year. But not only have I built a business to the top of the company, but I've also built a business under my husband to the top 3rd rank in the company. So that meant that they take all of us to Hawaii. So last year, we were able to take our entire family and my mom and our nanny with us to Hawaii. And it was the most amazing experience. My kids talk about it every single day. I get teary about it because I never in a million years thought that I would even get to go on a trip like that with my husband, let alone bring my whole family. And those memories in quarantine this year are some of the best memories that we have relied on. Swimming with the turtles, drinking virgin pina coladas on the beach with cheeseburger and fries. Like, it's literally gotten our family through quarantine. Whenever we're having a bad day, we talk about those memories and those trips, and we could have never had them without Plexus. But like I said before, the true blessing in all of this is debt freedom, because that is real wealth. Debt freedom is true wealth. And I'm so grateful that Plexus gave us the opportunity to have more time as a family and to not worry about money, because during quarantine, I'm sure you can relate to this, or you know someone that can relate to this, but my husband was laid off. At that point, he was only working 3 days a week, but that was still $2,000, $3,000 of income. And he was laid off because his clinic was mostly older citizens. And so they had to shut down. And the day that he told me that he was not going to work anymore, he didn't have a job anymore, we celebrated instead of cried. And the only reason why we had that luxury is because of Plexus. So none of us could have ever predicted this pandemic happening, right? And you never know what lies ahead. But I think one thing that all of us can agree on after living through 2020 is that having an extra plan in place is never a bad idea, because when the unexpected happens, you need to already have plan B in place. So I'm so grateful that whether you want to just make $1,000 a month or 500 like me, that this is an opportunity for you to do that from your phone, whether you're working, stay-at-home mom, or whatever, it's there for you.
Absolutely. And I know that Janelle and Noelle have had a great experience. They have not been using Plexus products, not even for 6 months. And so they're newer on this journey. And, maybe I know when I was looking at this and I saw somebody that really like made that kind of income, I was like, well, that could never be me. Like, how could that be me? So me hearing lots of different stories of people where this is helping their families and they're helping people with their health, and it's just mutually a really awesome experience, helped me to see myself. And so I want to invite them to share just for a couple of minutes their experience and why they started sharing. So Janelle and Noelle, do you want to share for a moment?
Sure. I'll be quick. I just want to say, Emily, gosh, all the things about being debt free, and that's just everything. And before Plexus, I honestly didn't know, like I couldn't dream, like you said, like I had no way to dream us out of debt even, because it was so unfathomable. But basically I needed a way to work from home. So, and I couldn't afford, like Emily was saying about financial things, I couldn't afford to leave my kids with someone for 8 hours a day and pay an extra mortgage for them to watch my kids. I couldn't afford it. So it was saving money for me to stop working, which in the end I didn't mind because it was a soul-sucking job. But it was really a blessing. And so I started the products in January, and I didn't share, not a peep, to anyone, because I wanted to see, if it worked. But I wish I had, because I started sharing in March. That's when my sister joined me. And in the first month of sharing, I made about $1,500, and it paid for my truck payment, and it paid for part of our house payment. And that was the day when my husband stopped doubting this little business, this little side hustle I was trying to do, because then he was like, oh my God, this is real, and you just helped contribute financially in a big way. And I felt so empowered. And that was another reason why I needed my sister to do this. And then after that, I needed my cousins, I needed my other best friends. Like, I wanted everyone to jump on this, not just for the health reasons anymore, but because I knew so many people were struggling financially. And that's not something we all talk about, air out, but it's something very real. And even if we're not making, 7,000, which I will be one day because I'm following great leadership in this company, but even $500 to $1,500 a month, I mean, that's a blessing to someone who's in debt, to someone who, single income, or stay-at-home moms. So yeah, it's really been a blessing, and I'll just keep it at that, because it's really been a game changer. And not only that, like I want to talk about the business, but also what became more important to me was other people, like my sister, and my sister's going to tell you right now, when they call me and tell me about their health results, and also about their financial results and how they're getting paid and it's helping their families. So I'll let her tell you a little bit about that. Noelle?
Yes. So when my sister approached me about this, she was like, oh, you should share. I'm like, I don't want to share. I don't want to sell anything. I'm horrible at selling. I don't like talking to people. It was just really something that I really struggled with. I didn't want to be a salesperson. And so she just kept encouraging me. So I did share, and I accidentally made my first $500, and I just kept going. And then I think it was like 1,100, and I was like, whoa. And then at first I was like, there's no way that this is going to be in US dollars. It's probably just like in gift cards, and it's probably like fake money. But then like I started getting the emails like, you got paid. And I was like, okay, all right. And so ever since then, I haven't stopped, and I have not paid for Plexus products out of my own pocket. Plexus is paying for Plexus. And it's just been a really big blessing to me, because like I said earlier, I'm a teacher, and when COVID hit, our governor was talking about giving like a 20% cut to essential workers, and unfortunately, he labeled teachers as one of those that category. And I was just like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? How am I supposed to contribute? I got my all this debt, and you know, like my sister said, we're not making seven figures, or oh, I wish seven figures, but we will get there, yes. um, but I have dreams, and I think it was maybe about a month ago, a memory on Facebook popped up, and it said, my goal is to own my own house by 30. And I was like, I got a year to make that happen, and I am definitely on my way to making it happen. It's hard work, it really is, but the community that you get, the support that you get, it's just, it's like no other. It just gives you freedom in so many different aspects of your life, not only financially, health wise, mentally. My relationships with my sister is better, my relationship with my other half is better. I'm closer to my mom because my mood has calmed down and I'm not as temperamental. So she and I are able to, get on the same level. So I would highly encourage you guys, if you're thinking about investing in yourself, this is definitely the place to do it, because you get so much more than just your health.
Amen. That's what it's all about. I really truly feel like, Plexus and our organization, our team of leaders and people, we really are all about helping you to become the best version of yourself. And this physical body that you have, like, this is literally the vehicle, the vessel that you have to live your life in. And if you're struggling with any kind of health issue or insecurity because of your skin, or you just don't have the energy to get through life, or your finances are in the toilet and you are struggling every single night you go to bed and you put your head down on the pillow and you're like, well, am I going to pay for my kid to be able to go to dance classes, or am I going to pay for the groceries? And it's a struggle for you. We want you to know that we have the community, we have the support, we have the products, and we most definitely have the business plan to help you achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, whatever your goals are, whether it's health, whether it's making just a little bit of extra money to pay for your products, or whether you're like, you know what, I would love to be able to have a full-time income and to be able to live life on my terms. We are here for you. So remember, if you want to get started, you can do that by tomorrow night, and you can select any welcome pack, a $99 or a $199 welcome pack. They are 10% off. Our annual membership is $30 off, so you're saving another $30. You're only paying $9 to join Plexus, and you get that discount on the welcome pack. And if you join by tomorrow night with a welcome pack, you get to select a free full-size product of your choice for up to $35. We can't wait to see your results and have you join us and have your own experience with Plexus. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Bye-bye.